for AIBC Eurasia. We are in day one at the expo, and with me today I have Seif El Hakim, who is joining us for an interview. Welcome.
Thank you, Maria, for having me today. It's an honor and a pleasure.
So, first of all, I wanted to touch base on your entrepreneurship journey, where you started. I know it's a long one, so we tell the audience to keep seated there. But I wanted to touch base on the most important factors, where you started, and your journey so far.
Absolutely. So in a nutshell, I'm an Egyptian who started his corporate career. So I started my career in Samsung. It's been a long story even to reach Samsung. I was always trying to go outside of my comfort zone. So I went through a corporate career, Samsung in Egypt, South Korea, Russia, until I reached the CMO position, and afterwards jumped into the entrepreneurship journey, where I run my, I would say, 8-figure portfolio of businesses across different countries. That's on an entrepreneurship side. On a sports side, I also been Mr. Olympia 2014 and Kung Fu national team. So it's been a long journey. Yeah.
I wanted to talk more about your role as CMO for Samsung.
Yeah.
This is extremely impressive. How did you reach so far? And what do you think was the main target and the main focus of Samsung at that time when you were heading the marketing department?
It's actually an interesting journey because I was always the foreign person in that particular organization in that country. So it was always challenging. When I started my corporate career, I was always looking to reach the top. I wanted to reach the top, and I wanted to reach the top the fastest way. I like the concept of leveraging, and you understand when you start to use the concept of leverage, you want to do everything in a fast-paced. So being in South Korea, then moved to Russia, and in Russia I reached the CMO position. I wanted to be super fast in reaching, but I used to get the punches right, left, and center that it will not make me reach as a foreigner in Russia. My personality takes all the challenges as opportunities to grow. So I start even challenging my bosses. Like, I'll bring you these kind of results. I was in the mobile division, had different lineups, and I start challenging my bosses if I made you this lineup number one in the market, then you promote me. So I took this game, I say it as a game, and I challenged them on different levels in different product lineups until I made it to the CMO as a foreigner, and I was awarded by even the Russian president at that time.
Wow, that's very impressive. Yeah. Now I wanted to touch base a little bit more on Alpha Movement. Yeah. Can you explain further to our audience what Alpha Movement is and what is the main mission and vision behind Alpha Movement?
Absolutely. I'm a person that developed himself personally, which means I always develop myself on a regular basis. Like every day I have 2 hours time in my calendar to personally develop myself in a particular area. So that was always my journey. At a particular moment of time, I saw the people around me are simply not fulfilling their potential. They're not living their potential, especially in the realm of social media, globalization. People are just comparing themselves to the outsiders through social media and not doing or pushing themselves to be at that position. So I started what's called the Alpha Movement, to push people outside of their comfort zone, give them the skills, the tactics, the strategies, or what I call them the kill sets, to be able to succeed in their life and their careers and their entrepreneurship journey. And that's from where the Alpha Movement was created. Within the Alpha Movement, there are a lot of pillars because you have to be integrated to deliver a particular message. So I run an online training platform, I mentor in universities, I have a podcast, book series, a venture club that helps entrepreneurs investing in them. All these pillars are under the Alpha Movement.
It's interesting to see how this is going to grow further.
It's going to be great.
In the future. Yes. What's your plan for the upcoming years? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
I don't see myself in 10 years because for me it's a non-end game. For me, everything that I do it's an infinity. I play in the infinite game, as Simon Sinek loved to say. It's an infinite game for me. I have goals and objectives or milestones where I want to reach. Alpha Movement on a global scale in the next 2-3 years. That's the short-term goal. I'm heading there. impacting as much as people as I get in touch with in the region, globally. That's the short-term goal, I would say. It's an unending again, it's an infinite.
Yes. Seif, to close off the interview, I wanted to ask you, why did you join AIBC throughout this particular event, and what are you willing to get out of it? What do you aim to get out of the event?
I always say, like, always be into a baby mindset, a baby brain, which means such an event, when you come in, you see all these entrepreneurs around you with their ideas, with their business, with their companies. Of course, your brain as a sponge will get the knowledge, the concepts, all opportunities for collaborations that you can add to your business to grow and leverage. That's an amazing place, and I love the vibes. I love seeing all this packed with people, packed with products, packed with ideas. That's an inspiration place where I believe all business owners, entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs even, must be part of this kind of event. Plus, I was on a panel speaking.
Can you tell us more about your panel?
Oh, I loved it. I joined the panel with a friend of mine, Sarah Al-Madani. The panel was about, it's called I Interviewed a Robot. The influence of AI on the podcasting sphere. It was really interesting because, of course, having an AI now, we live in an era of AI. Either you need to play into this game or you will be left out, even not outdated, left out completely. So leveraging the power of AI, it's a tremendous opportunity for us. And I was even sharing it on the panel because forget about the productivity, efficiency, and all these things. But if you leverage AI, it will make you move from being a functional worker, which you're doing the tasks that just takes time, into being a vital worker. A vital worker means we're able to sit and connect now, and AI is doing the automatic, the routinish jobs. So the power of AI in the business, and was particularly towards the podcast sphere.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Seif. We hope to see you in our upcoming events. We have 8 events coming this year. We hope to see you somewhere else globally.
Of course.
And we are really looking forward. Thank you for this interview. It was lovely to meet you and such a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you.